Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the best of beauty for 2017. I know my channel is relatively new and I wasn't here for 2017, but I have been wearing makeup for ages and I'm here to show you what I loved in 2017. Most of it's drugstore, some high-end, so it's gonna be a little long, so I'm just gonna jump right in. A primer that I've been loving this year was the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water. I use this for travel because it's like a primer and a setting spray and like a fixing spray, which, you know, when you spray your brush to get maximum pigment. So it does a lot of things, so I take this to travel with me a lot, and as you can see, I'm almost done, so I love this stuff. Next spray I have is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. It's also good for all of that. It says prime, set, and correct, but I really never use it to prime or correct. I use it to set my makeup and it makes it last. Next is foundation. One I've been loving this year has been the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is beautiful. It's not the foundation I'm wearing on my skin today. I'm wearing Pro Glow, but this is gorgeous and it stays matte for a while, and I have an oily nose, so I really like to stay as matte as possible in my nose. So I love this. The foundation I've been loving that I haven't been using too much in the more recent part of the year, I used it from the beginning, was the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I don't usually use it on its own. I usually use it like in conjunction with another foundation because it adds coverage to foundations without like changing the formulation or the finish or anything like that. So that's what I really like about it. It just adds coverage to my not so good coverage foundations, which I love. Fave concealer, as it's probably everyone's favorite concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape. Love this for under the eyes. It gives you phenomenal coverage. You only need the tiniest amount, and it's like creaseless. Well, not creaseless, but like it creases a lot less than other concealers on the market. Anyway, it's great. You've probably heard a ton about it. Next concealer I have is I don't use it for under my eyes. I just use it for contouring. This is like my cream contour. It's the L'Oreal Pro. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I use this to like contour my cheekbones, my nose sometimes, and that's what I love this for. After concealer, we set my favorite setting powder. As you guys probably know about, this is the Mercier translucent setting powder. Mine is in the color medium deep. I don't consider it to be medium deep. I consider it to be deep. It doesn't look medium at all to me. I don't feel like someone with medium skin can use this. So I think it's pretty much deep. For mascaras, I've been loving the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It's great for volume. It's amazing. I love it. It gives me a million lashes without the clump. And if you want clump, you can just keep going. It's great. And then I have the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. I've loved this mascara for ages and ages. It gives me a great length. Like I usually use two mascaras together. I like to use a volumizing mascara first and then a lengthening mascara, and then I have just huge beautiful lashes. Then for eyeliner, I've been loving the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I love matte liners. I don't like shiny liners at all. It's not my thing. So matte liquid liners are where it's at. Or matte liners for me at least, and I've been loving this one. So my favorite lashes at the moment are the Eyelure Faux Mink Luxe lashes in Baroque. They're the lashes on my eyes right now. They're just wispy, they're beautiful, not too dramatic, but dramatic enough. I just love them. And the lash glue I love for them is the NYX, I lied, is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Juicy Jazz here on YouTube is actually the one who always raved about this, and I was like, oh my god, I have to try it because I hate my duo glue. So tried this, fell in love. You should try it too. You might not even need those expensive eyelash glues at Sephora if you just have this. Okay, so that's it for the eyelashes. Next is for the eyebrows. My favorite eyebrow pencil of the year is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It has a very, very tiny, I thought this was done. It has a very, very tiny tip. Love that about it. It runs out pretty quickly. They last like 2 months for me. And I have like 3 backups at like all times just because they're always running out. But I love them. And they're comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I have used, but those run out too fast. And I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money continuously. Anyway, next I had the L'Oreal this is a L'Oreal the L'Oreal, I'm guessing this is the Stylist collection, and this is the eyebrow gel. Everything has rubbed off because I've used it like a ton. I love it, but the name is not here. I'll definitely leave it in the description box and or on the screen. It's definitely the Stylist collection. It's like in the same collection as this one. So yeah, that. And then for my pomade, I just recently got into pomades this year, and I have been loving the Anastasia Dip Brow pomades. I have the colors Ebony and Dark Brown. Love them. They're great pomades, and I don't really have much more to say about them. Eyeshadow of the year is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. This has been my favorite eyeshadow palette. It's the one that's on my eyes today. I love it, and these are what the colors look like. I'm pretty sure everyone and their mothers have seen this palette, and I don't need to talk more about it, but it's so beautiful, and it's every girl's dream. It's just beautiful. I leave it in the box just because I don't want it to get too dirty. So, pro tip, leave yours in the box as long as possible. In the lips category, I have the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. I love this liquid lipstick. It is so good at not drying your lips out too much. I have the colors Out Loud, which is like an orange. That's Out Loud. Beautiful color. And then I have Disorderly. Boom. Like, how nice is that? So beautiful. Dries slow, doesn't dry out too much, doesn't dry out your lips all that much, which is great. Next, for drugstore, I have the NYX Lingerie. I love these. I have the colors Exotic and Teddy, yes. Exotic and Teddy, I love them. They look really great on the lips. I always use my coveted lip liner, my favorite lip liner, which I'm going to talk about next or soon. Then, I'm not really talking about the whole collection of ColourPop's liquid lipsticks. I'm just talking about this one. This is a great dark brown for brown girls. It's dark enough to actually look like dark brown, and it's just beautiful. Like, if you're looking for a dark brown for your skin tone and you're like my skin tone, or darker or a little bit lighter, this will definitely work for you. This is Limbo from ColourPop. It's beautiful, and it's like $6. So that's Limbo. It works great for when you want that dark brown look. Then my favorite lip liner is NYX Lip Liner in the color Espresso. As you can see, I'm down to a little mini nub. I do have a backup, but I'm not going to use it yet until My little baby nub is gone. It's like super tiny. I've used this all year. I've loved it. It's great. Next, we're gonna go into blushes. I have this Jordana blush powder. It's called Jordana blush powder, and it's in the color 39 Cinnamon Spice. I love it for my skin tone. It looks great. I found it at Publix once, which is a southeastern chain store. Like, I saw the color and I was like, I'm gonna definitely need this. I have an honorary mention, but I can't find the palette. It's actually the e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Dark. It comes with 4 blushes in the pan and I cannot find it right now. So I'm definitely going to try to insert it around here somewhere. Or put it in the description box, you know, things like that. Then the last blush I have is by Milani, and it's this powder blush that has like the flower in it, and this is Coral Cove. I love this because it's like a coral that I can wear, and a coral that just looks beautiful on a lot of different skin tones. And this pattern is so beautiful. I love Milani. Their packaging is always great. For highlight, I'm not the biggest highlighting kind of person. When I do highlight, I like a subtle-ish highlight. I'm not like, blind me to the depths of the earth. Like, I don't need that. Like, that's not for me. But I do love the Wet n Wild. Like, all year I've been using the Wet n Wild shimmer palette. This is the Boozy Brunch. This is like a relaunch of the Fergie one that they had, and it is so beautiful. You see all these colors marbled in and you're like, oh my god, that's gonna look weird-ful. But like, look at it on my finger, and then it's just so pretty. Like, depending on what colors you pick up, you can end up with a peachy highlight, you can end up with a very golden highlight. It's just so beautiful. It's really beautiful. So I'm all done with makeup. I'm gonna move into like miscellaneous / skincare. For brushes, I love these Wet n Wild crease brushes. These are amazing for blending out your crease. They're literally like $2. Well, they're supposed to be $1, but like I walked into Walgreens a day ago and it was like $1.99. I'm like, what? So they're supposed to be 99 cents. I don't know if the price went up, but Walgreens is usually having sales on Wet n Wild stuff, so definitely get these while they're on sale. And get as many as you can. Like, these are amazing. Like, I have to go get like 5 more. Like, sorry they're dirty right now, but they are just so great at blending out your eyeshadow. The ultimate blending brush. Ultimate. Then I have this blush brush from Real Techniques, and this blush brush is amazing. It's pretty, it's really soft. It has like somewhat of a pointed tip, not too pointed, but pointed enough to like let you do a diffused bronzer. And it also, like, you can also powder your face with it, so it's very, it does a lot of things. And I mainly use it for blush, but you can definitely use it for powder. I've seen people use it for powder, I've seen people use it for bronzer. It's just awesome, and you should pick one up if you're in the market for a blush brush. Next is a sponge. I got into sponges this year a lot. Like, in the past years, I've always used the Real Techniques blending sponge because it was like, everyone was like, oh my god, it's the best beauty blender dupe. So that's the one I always bought because I never wanted to buy a beauty blender because that shit was like $20 fucking, and I'm like, $20 for a sponge? I've always used the Real Techniques blending sponge. Anyway, so I got this one. This is the L'Oreal one, and it is great. It is even softer than the Real Techniques one. I mean, now I own the beauty blender, so this isn't as soft as a beauty blender. I don't know nothing is as soft as a beauty blender in my opinion, because I've been using only dupes my whole entire makeup life, and I literally got the beauty blender a month ago, and it was the softest sponge I ever felt while dry and while wet, so that says a lot. But yeah, this is really soft. It grows a lot, and it is just great for blending out your foundation. The only gripe I have with this is that the tip is a little wide, so it's kind of difficult to get under your eyes to blend. You have to really pinch it to get really in there. But other than that, this sponge is awesome, and you should definitely try it if you have not already. Next, I guess, is how I'm gonna remove all of that makeup I just put on. My favorite makeup remover at this current moment is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I love this. It removes my makeup gently, and I don't have to like fuss with paper and stuff. I just rub it in my face and then rinse it off and then proceed to cleanse. This is like my pre-cleanse. I love this stuff. If I'm not using the Take the Day Off Balm, I'm using micellar water, which brings me to my next product. It's the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. I love this. I always use the waterproof version just because I feel like it removes my makeup better, even though I've never used the regular version. But if it could take off waterproof makeup, it should definitely take off everything else. I don't really wear waterproof mascara, so can't really attest to that, but this takes off my makeup wonderfully. So if you've tried the one in the pink bottle and it doesn't take it off as good, this is probably better. To moisturize my skin at the end of the day, I love the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This is some good stuff. I'm all out. I have none left, probably like half of an application, but this is amazing. And those with oily skin, you'll probably love this because it hydrates without putting too much on your skin, because it is a gel. And they also have one that's like intensive. It's like, what is it called? Extra dry, for like drier skin than this. But this is great, and you should definitely try it if you haven't. Next, I have a mask. This is the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Clarifying Mud Mask. I love this stuff. It just like cleans my pores. It does what I need, what I want, and it's for blemish prone skin, which is me. I have very acne prone skin, so I always have to take care of my skin. I can't slack at all, because one fuck up and my skin is like, I got a pimple. So it's not fun, but this is great. And then I guess my last thing is the YSL Black Opium perfume. Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. This is amazing. The day I discovered this perfume was the day my life changed. It's delicious. Like, this is my perfume for this time of the year and nighttime. Like, it could be summer, but if it's a summer night, I would definitely put this on because it's just so sexy. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed my best of beauty for 2017. These are all the products I've been loving all 2017. I purchased every single one by myself, if that matters in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, share with me which products that you've been loving all 2017, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.